if you've like realized something, I don't know how to explain. I can't do anything like this. But if you realize that you get used to something so easily, do you know when I did the video on a PlayStation 1? It has no joysticks, doesn't it? It has none, doesn't it? It has none. Doesn't show you any joystick to go with the controller. It's just the analog sticks that play. Right now, I'm playing Tekken 3, and I'm playing it on the PlayStation 1 because it's a fun game. Because there's no analog sticks, I have to use the arrow keys, right? Use the arrow keys. I'm playing the Tekken now, and then you get too used to it, don't you? You get too used to playing the game like that. Any game like that. And then you forget you have a PlayStation 5. You drop that, you go play the PlayStation 5. It has analog sticks, right? And then you're used to you playing on it. And then when you play the PlayStation 1, you start using the arrow keys on fighting games. Because not many people uses the analog sticks anymore. Barely. They barely use the analog sticks anymore in fighting games. They use it because it's easier to fight, but you get too used to using the sticks. And I'm going to tell you the differences between PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 1. I can't make this too short because I can't edit. You clearly can see that. And it will take me more than 2 minutes. A minute, because it literally does it for a minute. And that's it. Right now I'm playing Tekken 3. And earlier, 2 days ago, I was playing Tekken 8 on the PlayStation 5. That's really cool. I didn't realize Tekken actually carried on. That's a really good thing. I know. Another thing. I'm doing this. I'll be right back. There we go. We got better lighting. I put the brightness up. I don't do that because I'm playing Tekken right now. It's a 1-1 situation. I'm losing. Actually, I'm winning and losing. We're drawed right now. Okay, let's tell you the differences between PlayStation 1, PlayStation 5. Let's get. Okay, PlayStation 1. PlayStation, you can clearly tell it's more light. It's got a wire. It's very, very more white. It's a wired thing. Wired. Yeah. I should shut up. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, and it's got. It doesn't have analog sticks, does it? And it doesn't have that massive button, that the PlayStation symbol. It does have the PlayStation symbol, but it's not a button, is it? You don't press it. You press start or select to play the game. And you don't. And another thing about the PlayStation, that you have to put a disc in. It never was a digital game. Let me just fix something. There we go. Back to normal, I think. Are we? Yeah, I would say that anyways. Get PlayStation 5. This is the PlayStation 5 1 controller. You can see it's very, very normal. It's very simple. And then when you look at the PlayStation 5, it's more complex. It's coloured. It's got analog sticks. It's more detailed. It's got see-through buttons, and it's got more buttons, more stuff to do. It's got the big button there. It makes you go to the main lobby of the game or the system that you're on. It's got buttons for playing videos or picture and going, and then settings and stuff like that. Well, not on the console, but on the game. Go in there and you click. All you have to do is press start. Yeah. Ow. I'm trying to play the game while on my one hand. Ow. On it. I can't see the health. Here we go. Ah, I won. I won the game. Okay, this is a replay. And another thing about the PlayStation 1, it has repeats. Every game has a, for the Tekken anyways, has a repeat. It repeats the scene that you get the win. And this is Tekken 8. Tekken 3, not 8. Jesus Christ. I have to wait for this to load now. Fight. Okay. Now, PlayStation 5 doesn't have that, does it? PlayStation 5 does not have that anymore. One thing I hear about this phone, about video, you can't just tap the screen and you turn the screen. I don't care. Okay. PlayStation 5. It's more complex. So much more stuff. So much more stuff to do it. PlayStation 5, the console itself, it's more powerful. It's like 30 times more. 30,000 more times powerful than what it is, I think, anyways. And it's wired. It's got a battery in it. It's why the console or the controller is more heavier than the other one. It's more heavier because this doesn't have a built-in. It's wired, isn't it? It doesn't need a battery, does it? It carries on. It stays alive for as long as you want it to be. But this is powered by a battery. That's why it's more heavier, and it's got more buttons and more commands in the computer system that it needs to be more heavier. And the battery needs to be in it to work, doesn't it? So, and another thing about the console. They've made a smaller one, right? Yeah. And they've made it slim. You can just take the boards off and switch colours and all the time like that, right? Yeah, PlayStation 5, the original one can do that, but I'm not talking about the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 5, the original one. I got the original PlayStation 5, not when it came out. I got it like 2 years before, 2 years after it came out. Okay, but I've got the disc one. I love the disc one because I've got so many other games for it. Down there. And another thing I should say. From the joystick, and the thing I was talking about in the beginning of this video. This arrow keys, I'll be right back. I'm back! Okay. Let me get back to the questions. When I was talking about the arrow keys. Forgot. I'm still playing the game. The arrow keys in this game are on both of these, right? All the PlayStation products, right? And including, I like old stuff, okay? I've got PSVita. I played this game called Mortal Kombat on it. And instead of using the arrow keys, because the arrow keys are rubbish, they keep making me jump instead of making me go forward or backwards. It makes me jump or crouch more as easily. That's why I use the arrow keys more often than not. So, this is my dad's, by the way. But, yeah, I got this. It works. Everything works. Everything I've got is working. Nintendo works, so yay. That's work, so yay. Okay, get back to the questions. These 3 products are from PlayStation, right? And every single one has a different thing that does to them. One's a handheld, one's wireless, and with a battery. One's wireless, and it's old. I love this. Okay, let me just go backtrack to something different. Quickly, sorry, that was a bit too close. PlayStation 1. Every time you want to play a game, you have to press a button to leave the game. Because mine aren't disc related. Mine isn't disc related, so I don't have the actual PlayStation 1. I have to press this button. I think that's that button. I press it, it restarts it, and it does that. Because I don't have a memory card in this thing, because it thinks my controller is the memory card. And I like that, that's a good thing. I press no to keep my save file. I need to do that save file because I need to get better. That's a boss battle I need to do. But you can't just do that on the PlayStation. You have to press a button. Literally, all you have to do you don't even have to touch the PlayStation to do anything. All you have to do with the PlayStation is press the disc button and the on button. That's all you have to do with the PlayStation, the console, and everything's on the controller. But for this doesn't have a console. This is the console. So everything is doing to the console. Like the controllers or the controls, the battery and stuff like that are on the control. This is the console. I've just said that 3 million times. This is the console, so everything's on it, right? Right. So I don't know what I'm doing. My favorite one out of these is probably the PlayStation Vita, PSVita, because I can take it anywhere I want, whenever I want. And I could do that with PlayStation 1, but I have to plug it into something. But because this is a handheld, I could do whatever I want with it and talk to it. No, I can do anything with it. I don't even have to plug it in. I have to plug it in, charge it, and that's it. That's all I have to do. But right, that's my favorite one. But my second favorite is probably the PlayStation 1, and then the PlayStation 5. PlayStation was because I love old stuff. And another thing is that I can take it anywhere and plug it into any TV because it's not the actual thing. It's a mini version. It has 20 games. Yeah, 20 games on it. And it works. It works. I just showed you it works earlier. But if you want to tell me in the comments which one is your favourite. Probably if you're younger, if you even watch this, if you're younger, you'll probably say this PlayStation 5 because PlayStation 5 is more recent. I'll just say the PlayStation Vita because I was around when this came out, but I was just a kid. My dad got this thing. It's my dad's. I said this, but now it's mine. My dad let me have it. It's now mine. It's mine forever. And I bought the PlayStation, the mini PlayStation, like a year ago now. No, not a year. Like a couple months now. From now, like a month after my birthday. Yeah, I bought it with my own money. And it's like that was. It's expensive, but if you want it, it's good. But recommend playing the PlayStation 5. No, better the PlayStation 1 because the PlayStation 1's more cheaper than the PlayStation 5. And then you have to buy the other games that you want to play on it. So yeah, that's a good thing about the PlayStation 1. You don't have to pay for any of the games that's on it. You can just play it for the console and get the games. So I'm just gonna say that's the end because I have no idea what I was going to do for this video. I didn't even think I was going to do one. Okay. Okay. I'm going to say goodbye. And this is the end of the video. Bye. Bye.